Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a rather special and prestigious event to be held here at Crufts 2023. To celebrate the Kennel Club's 150th anniversary, Crufts is to present to you now a stakes competition consisting of 10 top winning champions. Although unfortunately, there's only 9 here this evening. One of our qualifying dogs has fallen foul to the weather. So we'll have 9 with us this evening. All these are top winning champions who have each won a prestigious Best in Show at All Breed Championship Show throughout the United Kingdom during 2022.
Yes, this is a very special event for Crufts 2023, celebrating the Kennel Club, founded back in 1873. So 8 dogs, Frank, have made it through to this very special final.
And they've had to win Best in Show at one of the All Breed Championship shows, which are the biggest shows in the calendar. So they've won Best in Show there to qualify to come here.
Who would like to introduce you to the judge?
So our finalists are about to enter into the arena. We've got 3 working dogs. We've got Hound Group represented, gun dogs, Terrier, and one from the utility group as well, you'll see enter the ring.
We're just about to meet our judge, which is Zena Thorne-Andrews, really well known for the Drake Sleek kennels, which I always think is wonderful. She has Irish Wolfhounds, and then right at the other end of the scale, miniature wire-haired Dachshunds.
And she is the top judge in the UK, the only judge who was qualified to judge every breed. And yes, a great judge. A woman of great integrity and knowledge. Owned a variety, not only the miniature wire Dachshunds, she's successful with Irish Wolfhounds, with Greyhounds, hugely versatile, and knowledge of all breeds is amazing.
As they come into the ring. Then in
So the finalists are about to come into the ring, and the first is the Weimaraner.
And this is good.
Followed by the Doberman.
And then the Great Dane, the Brindle Great Dane.
Slightly smaller, but nonetheless impressive. Here we have our Border Terrier.
And the Grand Basset Griffon Vendéen.
The Grand Basset Griffon Vendéen, come all the way from Belgium.
Next into the ring we have the Deerhound.
The light floating movement of the Deerhound.
Captain Bremont Blaze, Irish Creek.
And another from Holland, the elegant Whippet.
And our final competitor, our 8th competitor, we have our Standard Poodle.
And he won Best in Show on several occasions, not just one Best in Show, several.
So the entrants are in, and remind us just what the judge will be looking for as she surveys the finalists.
At this level, star quality. Yeah, they should be, the All Breed Best in Show winners. They should be top of the tree.
So the Weimaraner from the gun dog group, having a good look.
And bred by the famous Gunnell Kennel, breeders of the year many times. They bred lots of champions for other people. Zena now looking along the line, taking in the outline and balance of the dogs, the first indications of breed type, the correct shape for the breed.
And the very distinctive clip, the trim of the poodle, of course, the duck retriever. But let's have a closer look then at the Weimaraner, because that silver grey coat is really quite striking and known as the grey ghost. But Laura, this dog has done a lot of winning.
He has. So this is show champion Gunnell Hendricks, 4-year-old dog, and actually a top gun dog for 2022. With gun dogs, they become show champions unless they also have a working certificate, and then they become full champions. So you can see really striding out on the move here. As you said, the grey ghost, the striking coat, and then that really light eye should be stamina and full of balance.
And the lovely thing about this dog is its colour. It's a beautiful silver grey colour. Many of them are a little bit too dark. This is a lovely colour.
Love showing, as we can see there.
She has a birthday coming up. Hendricks is 3 years old, but it's turning 4 on Sunday.
So really the coordination there.
So much of the Weimaraner is about
Hendricks.
power, stamina and balance.
He was best in show at
Now the striking head of the Doberman, Manzart Wise Guy, Archie as he's known at home. And this is from a kennel who's been very successful. A few years ago, they were third in the working group with one of their Dobermans, and this is a particularly good one. There should be clean cut in outline. This one a black and tan. They also come in a brown and tan, a sort of rust colour. Wedge-shaped head. Should hold this firm top line, slightly sloping from the withers to the tail.
So Doberman's bred by a tax collector who wanted a menacing dog to accompany him to work, but apparently this one, if you shout hugs, will floor you for a cuddle, so possibly not so menacing.
Not so fit for function, yes.
Fit for cuddles.
Handled and bred here by Mandy Everly. Well, the Great Dane and the striking brindle pattern as well on the coat. But despite the name, Laura, the Great Dane, the ancestors of this dog don't actually come from Denmark.
No, not Danish, actually descended from German hunting dogs. So here we have Salamander Jealous Guy, bred by Adam Chappell and Leslie Chappell, 2-year-old dog. And apparently he loves to carry soft toys around, but never tear them or chew them. They're more like pets to him.
Now, Adam and his mother have been very successful over the years, but mostly with fawn Great Danes. It had always been their ambition to have a good brindle, and this one has certainly ticked all the boxes. He's been a Best in Show winner. He's top winner in the breed for last year. So, Wise Guy.
Qualified at Scottish Kennel Club, and judge really looking for noble, strong dog, but that still has some elegance despite the size.
The breed standard asks for a look of dash and daring. Whether we spot that in Guy. So the Border Terrier, representing the Terrier group here. Frank, this one has the shortest legs in this particular competition, but he's a very keen walker. This one gets the nickname Boots.
Yeah. Well, these boots were made for walking, exactly. And this, the Border Terrier is absolutely unexaggerated working terrier. The standard, I don't think, has been changed for well over 100 years. Everything is about working ability. The coat is protective, the thick skin, the wire coat, the otter-shaped head, the strong skull and short, strong muzzle, and really striding out. The movement clause says capable of following a horse. It's a matter of soundness and working ability in the Border Terrier.
And it says here, Boots lives in the Lake District and has climbed all 214 Wainwrights in the area over the last 2.5 years, so certainly can walk.
Hence the nickname Boots. Owned and bred by James and Hilary Gilpin. It's James doing the handling here tonight in this special anniversary stakes competition.
Now, Zena looking at the hound here. She's a hound expert, really knows all the hounds so well. She'll be looking at this one. It's a Grand Basset. It's the longest and the longest and sturdiest of the Basset family. But it should be rustic. It's got a rough, weatherproof coat, a long, noble head, the tail carried like a scimitar. This shouldn't be over-presented. This comes from a highly successful kennel.
So this dog wasn't actually ever intended to be shown. Came into this ownership after the owner's sister moved to Australia, emigrated and left him.
Gwen Hoeksehoven, very successful. This is her sister. She inherited this dog when her sister went for Australia, where she's also proving very successful. So that's a nice winner here.
Should be friendly, intelligent, with a noble bearing there.
This is Shadow, champion Almond Star Dark Shadow.
Well, just such an impressive breed, the Deerhound. And this is Shadow, who is 2 years old, owned and bred by handler Sam Taylor. And Frank, this one, quite a multi-talented dog, if you take note that he's done a spot of modelling and even featured in a film production.
Well, can turn his talent to everything. It's a beautifully elegant hound. They should be built on curving lines. There's arch over the loin to give them propulsive power, and a protective coat, a mixture of soft and harsh coat.
The movement's distinctive, isn't it? They should be active, easygoing with a really long stride.
They should be light on their feet, a light floating action.
Dogs of this type date back over 500 years.
And it's rather nice. This is a relatively small breeder. Hit the heights with a Best in Show to Mike Gadsby, a very accomplished breeder himself.
So the imposing figure of the Deerhound, Shadow, 2 years old.
Today we will receive our Whippet, Champion Creme Anglaise Irish Cream.
This is the Whippet, member of the Hound group. 3 years old is Jill. Female dog. Notable, Laura, that Jill is the only female dog in this celebration stage.
She is, and just after International Women's Day as well. So I think dogs, obviously, they don't have to stop to have litters, and they don't have seasons in the same way bitches do. So often at the higher level of competition, they probably do take more best in shows. Taking nothing away from beautiful Jill here, just 2 years old, and she actually had 8 puppies in October, but still managed to win.
So she is
Top
dual
Whippet.
purpose, yes.
She is dual purpose, yeah.
And a beautiful bitch. Jan Wilhelm here handling, very clever breeder. He's been successful in beagles as well, but Whippets have really been his forte. This bitch has won all over Europe, all over the world. She won Best of Breed at one of the big world shows, the European show for me. And she's a beautiful bitch.
We can see there the distinctive daisy cutting action of the Whippet.
Everything should be smooth and symmetrical curves in the Whippet outline.
This is Standard Poodle. This is Jake, Champion Puppish.
Well, the outline of Jake is unmistakable. A Standard Poodle, member of the utility group, and the owner describes Jake here, who's 4 years old, as being a real showman. And Frank, that is, you mentioned at the start, what just might set the dogs apart in this competition.
Exactly, the ring presence. And of course, he's been best in show at a couple of the shows. He was runner-up for top dog in the country, beaten by a Tervuren, a Belgian Shepherd dog. But a very good showman, bred in Scandinavia by a very talented breeder, Charlotte Sandell. And this came over a couple of years ago. He's been top winner for 2 years now. You can always trust a poodle to put on a show. They love the big ring, love the atmosphere. So,
the breed standards mentioned that the eyes should be full of fire and intelligence, and I think that character really comes out.
And of course, that is a functional cut. It was a duck retriever. The hindquarters were clipped to allow them to propel themselves through the water. The pom-poms to guard the joints, so they didn't knock the joints.
And protect them from the cold as well, the water.
So Zina, great talent. I've got the greatest admiration for Zina as a judge and as a person, a woman of integrity.
So just taking a final look at our finalists in this special 150th anniversary of the Kennel Club's Champion Stakes.
Now, spoilt for choice, but she'll know her mind. She's a very positive judge.
So just a first and a runner-up in this class.
Well,
and it's that showman, it's Jake, the Standard Poodle.
Well, you did mention about
it's
the showman standing out.
Champion Huffish, Rewrite the Stars
and
with
and the Grand Basset is runner-up. So Anuka will be very pleased with that.
So Forget-Me-Not Van Tum Tums Vrendries. I hope I pronounced that right.
Well, the winner will receive glassware and £150 as well from the Kennel Club, but most notably the honour of standing out in this 150th anniversary celebration stakes, a one-off special occasion.
Philip Langdon, the co-owner and handler here, has been in poodles for many years. He has lots of good champions, but this is the dog that's really put him in the headlines in the last couple of years.
I think it's wonderful, it says here, that obviously we've got that showman there in that clip, but he loves to walk, he loves to run alongside the bike with the owner. So really active dog and part of the family.
We now welcome
It's a very proud moment.
Mr. Tony Alcock. I think he's going to present the prizes this evening.
So Jake, the 4-year-old Standard Poodle, is the winner of the 150th anniversary celebration stakes. Plenty more for you still to come here on More 4.
Jake, the Standard Poodle, and Philip Langdon, his owner.
Well, there's been plenty, hasn't there, to help celebrate the Kennel Club's 150th anniversary, and this is just part of a number of initiatives that have been launched. There's a Young Kennel Club Artist of the Year competition as well.
So you see the intelligent expression of this Standard there, taking it all in. Prize presented by Tony Alcock, the chairman of the Kennel Club.